The monster of fear. Have you ever wondered why so many people never achieve their goals? Why dreams disappear before they even begin? Why someone with talent, ideas, and potential still stays in the same place year after year? It is not always laziness. It is not always lack of opportunity. Sometimes it is something much darker, something silent, something that lives inside the mind: fear. Fear can quietly grow inside a person until it becomes a monster, and that monster can slowly destroy every dream you ever had. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Lena who lived in a small town by the ocean. Every evening, after finishing her work, Lena walked along the quiet beach. The sea was the only place where she could think about her life. Lena had dreams, big dreams. She wanted to start her own project. She wanted to create something meaningful. She wanted a life bigger than the small town she grew up in. But every time she thought about starting, something stopped her. A strange voice inside her mind whispered, "What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you are not good enough?" Slowly, those whispers began to grow louder. Lena started imagining something strange. Every time she thought about chasing her dream, she pictured a dark monster behind her, a creature with long claws made of sand, a creature that whispered doubt into her ears. The monster always said the same thing: "Stay where you are safe. Do not try. You will regret it." And so Lena waited. Days turned into months, months turned into years, and her dreams slowly began to fade. The evening, everything changed. One evening, dark clouds covered the sky. The wind blew strongly across the empty beach. Lena walked alone along the shore, thinking about the life she never started. Without noticing, she stepped onto a patch of soft sand. Suddenly, her foot sank, then the other one. The sand began pulling her down. Lena panicked. She tried to pull herself out, but the more she struggled, the deeper she sank. Fear rushed through her body. Her heart pounded. And then, something terrifying happened. Behind her, the sand began to move. From the dark ground, two giant claws formed, just like the monster she had imagined for years. The monster of fear. Its claws reached toward her, pulling her deeper into the sand. The creature whispered in her mind, "You see, you are weak. You cannot escape. You should have stayed safe." Lena screamed. For a moment, she believed the monster was right. She believed she would disappear. Then she remembered something. As the sand reached her waist, a memory appeared in her mind. When she was a little girl, her grandfather once told her something important. Fear can look terrifying, but most of the time, it only becomes powerful when you believe it. He also told her something about quicksand. If you panic, it will swallow you. But if you stay calm, you can escape. Lena realized something in that moment. The monster behind her was growing stronger because of her fear. The more she panicked, the stronger it became. So she stopped fighting. She closed her eyes. She took a slow breath, then another. Slowly, she leaned forward and spread her body across the sand. The sinking stopped. The monster's claws began to weaken. Step by step, she crawled forward, and little by little, she escaped. When Lena stood up, she stood on the beach, breathing heavily. The wind was still strong. The waves crashed loudly against the shore. She looked back at the place where she almost disappeared. The monster was gone. It had never truly existed. It had only lived inside her fear. And suddenly Lena understood something that changed her life forever. The monster that had stopped her dreams for years was never real. It only existed because she believed in it. From that day forward, Lena made a promise to herself. Whenever fear appeared again, whenever the monster whispered doubt into her mind, she would remember the sand. She would remember the moment she escaped, and instead of running away, she would move forward anyway. Not because she was fearless, but because she finally understood something powerful. Fear will always appear in your life, before you start something new, before you chase your dreams, before you change your future. And sometimes fear will look like a monster. But remember this, most monsters are only powerful because we believe in them. The moment you move forward despite fear, the monster disappears. And on the other side of that fear is the life you were always meant to live.